I like to say that acne led me to the products, and the products led me to the business, and the business led me to my purpose. Literally. So I guess at some point I have to say thanks God for blemishes. So I didn't know I was looking for this opportunity. I was literally looking for a solution to adult acne. I had struggled with it for about 12 years. We had spent countless dollars on treatments on my face, and we found something that worked. And my husband and I are both traditional entrepreneurs. We're serial entrepreneurs. We have a lot of businesses. And so we knew that when you find a product that works, that delivers results and not hope in a bottle, that it's something that you need to pay attention to. And it was really my husband that recognized the opportunity of the business. And he nudged and pushed and said, this is something that we really need to dig into. So I wasn't looking to start the business, but what I didn't realize is that thing that I had been yearning for 10 years as a stay-at-home mom, helping my husband with his businesses, was in this business kit of this business, that thing that I wanted for myself, to not just have a business that generated income, but also to have a business that I could coach others to see their potential in life, and then go on to have a business that impacts others and attaches me to my purpose. It's not what I was looking for back then. And I was like, okay, great, I'll get my products at a discount and have a tax write-off.
Right.
Oh, and then I'll make a couple extra $100. So that's in a roundabout way, I just kind of accidentally got led down this path to like the best decision I've ever made.
Amazing.
Well, obviously, Unblemish is the product that brought me into the business, but I mean, the business kit's my favorite product because we use every single product.
That's a good point. Like, I don't think I know anybody that hasn't used every regimen at some point.
Yeah. And when I got the biggest one for the biggest discount, like, I'm a business owner, right? So 50% off and tax write-off. Give it to me. So I'm like, when I got the biggest one, I thought, man, I'll just give away the products I don't use. But we use every single product between my husband and my kids that this company makes. But Unblemish as a whole, to me, is the most, I have the most emotional attachment to it, because I feel like I have girlfriends that have talked about skin struggles and problematic skin, and until you've walked through the journey of acne, I just feel like you don't truly understand just the pain that is attached to that. I mean, the pain of layering spackle and concealer and foundation and powder and everything on your face just because friends are dropping in and you don't have makeup on. The struggle of not wanting your husband to see you first thing in the morning without layers of makeup. The struggle of your 5-year-old son hugging you, kissing you, and saying, Mom, you're so pretty, but you'd be prettier without all those bumps on your face. And so for me, when I started using the Unblemish and I woke up one morning and my husband touched my face and said, it's so smooth, that's literally life-changing to me. So it's Unblemish.
I bet it is Unblemished, because you said that one thing led to another, and it's really led you here, so it has to be your favorite.
Yes.
When I heard the statistic that 85% of people suffer from acne at some point in their life, I had no idea that people, the majority of us, right, are going through those same feelings that you just talked about. So thank you so much for that.
And I do have to say, I love that the innovation of the company, to where that they didn't just put one Unblemished formula out 20 years ago and not ever evolve it. I love the fact that they've recognized that my 37-year-old acne is not the same as an 18-year-old's acne. And so the fact that we have the spotless for my kids, my kids, thank God, are not going to have to go through teen years.
Right.
And I get the anti-aging, properties of the Unblemished along with the acne healing. So I'm thrilled about that.
Well, to that point, the emotional expense of skin problems, I think we don't recognize that enough, because it's an expensive price that you pay internally, self-esteem wise.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
Can I expand on that?
Yes,
So I had acne as a teenager very, very badly, and had pockets and divots in my skin for years. And my cousin, who is also a Rodan & Fields consultant with me, after I started the business, I got the amp roller in my kit, right? And so I started using the amp MD roller. And the first time I saw her in person, she said, Tara, your acne scars are going away. I've seen you for the last 30 years, and I've never seen you without acne scars, and the amp MD roller has gotten rid of my acne scars.
Do you know what's so funny? I had no idea that you had acne.
Oh, huge, horrible.
No idea.
Horrible. I still have one that every night I'm like,
Give me that MD
yeah, give
roller.
it, but it's phenomenal.
Yes,
Phenomenal.
I love that we have 2 options, one for teens, one for adults. Every time my nieces and nephews come over, I think I was telling you guys a little earlier, 25 of them were over here last weekend during a tornado. And they're like, Aunt Niecy, where's the spotless? Where's the spotless? And so I feel good that I'm able to help them with that because they're all starting to move into those teen years now. So, yeah.
And teenage years are hard enough as it is. Like, no thanks.
Don't want to go back there.
No.
What's your favorite part?
Oh, there's so many options that I can go on. I mean, everything that they've touched on, the flexibility, the traditional ownership, the cost and the return on investment of businesses, all of that was a factor. But what really caught me off guard was the community of the company, the culture of the company. And I'm, up until this business, would say, I don't really like being around large quantities of women.
Preach.
I would say, I'm one of those that gets along great with a group of guys, but it's been a tricky balancing act with women. But this community is a community of not just like-minded women, but women with growth mindsets, women that will push you to be better and do more, powerful women. And where I had found myself in the past in surrounding situations where maybe I was a little brash, or maybe I was a little driven, or maybe I was a little stronger personality to deal with, and had to kind of make myself smaller in those settings with the women that I was around. This was a community where I could stand proud and loud and strong. And I've become a stronger female because of the community, because of the support, because of the fact that it's not a competition, but because of the fact that I've got a fiery red hood over here that says
don't you, no, you get out there,
do it, right? And I love that. I love that I can go find people that we're not even on each other's teams, right? But I can pick up the phone and be like, I need a little motivation pep talk today, and we can cross collaborate with each other. And literally, it's the first experience I've ever witnessed. I watched a girl that's she's a social media marketer, blogger over on Instagram, and she's a younger girl, and she does a lot of business coaching. And so she did a live the other day about all of the different network marketing companies that she works with, and the fact that she loves the culture and the business models of these, and she's not a member of any of them. But she did say, right? But she went on and shared about how the culture of, she named out Rodan and Fields, has the most mind-blowing women you've ever met, and the culture within their community. And she said they don't compete. They build each other up. And I was like, I know that being in the company, but that's so validating for me to see that from an outside source, to keep that in, right? So I hope that that's always the energy and the team that I build and the culture that I build, because we've had great leadership that has taught that to us, and because we have an incredible corporate team that pours into us.
Exhibit A.
Yes, I'm sitting in my corporate field director's office, right? Her home, literally her home, on her couch with her dog. She's feeding me sandwiches. So
and maybe a mimosa.
We're not talking about that.
Glass of vitamins.
So I love that. I love that I have emails where I can email different people in different departments of the company if I have a question about products. If someone wants to know what's best used for them, I've got a solution so I can send them. I don't have to be the expert. If someone has a different question not addressed there, I can shoot it over to my RF Connection team. If I need to know about the legalities of something, to protect my business, I can email my compliance team.
And you don't have to have an attorney on retainer.
Yes.
$3.50 an hour.
Right. So I think just the fact that you have 2 women that have built their wealth elsewhere, right? They built their wealth elsewhere, and they found success before, and they didn't need to start this company. But they literally started it because they had been two women in a man's world that were fighting a glass ceiling for so long. And they broke through and they found success. And they were featured in Forbes and every type of publication about any successful females. The fact that they said, hey, it's on us, like it's our burden, right? It's our mission in life that we have to go and empower other females to do this and equip them with the tools and develop this entire company of like strong females that are not scared to stand up and say, I run a business, I run a household, I have friendships, and I'm also doing the big things that make a difference and make an impact in the world because of this company. So that's my goosebumps. I get goosebumps.
Yeah.
Like,
Awesome.
get me going.
And the thing is, like, it sounds like somebody watching it might think, oh, that sounds a little exaggeratory. It's not.
No.
It's actually not. That's the beautiful thing about the business. Like, everything we say, we can legitimately stand behind it. And that's why someone, or women, you know, like all of us who have an allergy to
Female drama.
we'll go with that. I was like, how do I say this without
I'm impressed you minced your words. Nice job.
I'm spent for the day. But we can say all of this, you know, confidently and boldly and keep saying it because guess what? There's nothing to hide.
No.
It is as transparent as it could possibly be. And that's what I value. One of the things I value.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, so much for your transparency. I love to hear your stories. They always, I'm telling you, again and again, it makes me think, like, why didn't I know before? Okay, so let's do one final thing just for fun. It is summer. There's, I'm sure, a bunch of kiddos in your homes, a bunch of kiddos in your homes.
Not mine.
It's like, not mine either. Just my little biggle butt dog, right? But let's do a little fun thing and give a summer tip.
So, summer tips. Anyone who knows me or knows me very well, like I'm a self-care junkie, like a personal development junkie, and I'm always speaking into women, telling them to make sure that they're taking care of themselves, right? Because we as women, we are the spaghetti brains, you know, like our brains process where everything's just piled inside. So we have everything. We have kids and we have husband and we have business and we have work and we have volunteering and we have everything, groceries and housekeeping, right? So everything gets jumbled up in your brain and you're just trying to keep running with it. But during the summer, it seems like your kids are home. You aren't, if you're like me and if you work from home, you're on a less structured schedule. Like you try to still stick to the structure, but man, it's kind of hard when those cute little babies want to sleep in and want you to snuggle with them, you know? So I think it's really important to remember to take time out to do something for yourself during the summer because, you know, my kids are at home with me every day and it's easy to get derailed with baseball camps and basketball camps and church camps and running them to and from and I'm the house that all the kids come to. So all the kids are staying the night all the time. So you have to remember to step away, take some time for yourself, go meet your girlfriends, have some mimosas, and while you're on the subject of doing something for yourself, there's not really a better time than to start a business. So take advantage of not having to adhere to that school schedule of, you know, having the kids out the door at 7:15 and picking the kids up at 3:30 and going to a bazillion practices and awards banquets and ceremonies throughout the year. Take advantage of this downtime where you're not as tied to your clock as usual and launch a business. Oh, I actually have the perfect one for you.
Love it. Okay, well, I think that's a wrap, right?